Hi, and welcome to PixelPia. Let's say that you have decided to take up photography. Now you go to Google Search and you write, what is the best beginner camera for a photographer under $500? And this is probably the result you will get. The 6 best cameras under 500, 12 best cameras under 500, and so forth. And you have to go through these different websites and read about these cameras. But now, thanks to Google's incorporation of AI, this will be a little simple. And today, I'm going to show you how this works. First of all, what is Google Search SGE? Well, it is not out on the market yet. But if you look at this screen, if you have this little lab icon here, it says Search Lab. I have already signed up for labs, but let's take a quick look at what labs is. This is an early stage experiment where you can test these products and give feedback while they are developing. So as you can see on this website, what is Google Labs? How it works. You can be an early tester, try new experience, and provide your input. And they have several things. Google Search is one thing that is available. And if you go to this site, you can join the waitlist. I have already done that. They have also one for unlock new ways of working with AI. Join the waitlist. I'm in there too. And that's what I showed in my last video about help me write in Gmail. So I will have a link to that video at the end of this and in the description below. So if I now click on my Google Labs here, since I'm already in, right now there are 3 functions. The SGE, which is the Search Generative Experience. The code tips, I haven't activated this. And add to sheets. Make planning easier by directly adding search results to the sheet. So let's start by searching. And as you can see, I start here in my regular Google search. And let's see what is Google Labs as our first search. And here at the top, you see the generative AI working. So it says Google Labs is an incubator for Google to test and publicly demonstrate new projects. And it is a little summary, almost like you would have asked Google Bard or ChatGPT to say. And then you have underneath all the regular links. Let's try this again with the question I started. What is the best camera for beginner photographers under $500? And as you see, the AI is now working this section up here, and it says, when choosing camera for beginner photographers, you can consider things like, and it gives us a little overview what to think about, and then it suggests a bunch of cameras under 500. And for each, you see a little short description, and that follows very much these suggestions up here. This camera has 24.1 megapixels CMOS sensor and is easy to use. It has responsive flip-up touchscreen, creative assist mode for beginners, and vertical video capability. However, it has slow burst speed and limited manual control. And then it goes on with several different cameras here. You can see the price, you can see the rating, and where it is sold. To the right, you also have some suggested links, and you can go forward here to links that talks about what to think about when choosing your camera. And underneath all this, we have the regular links that we saw from the beginning. You also have a show more that will show more examples of cameras. You can ask follow-up questions, or they have suggested a couple of follow-ups. For example, what cameras do beginner photographers use? Do you need an expensive camera to be a good photographer? You then have the thumbs up or thumbs down to tell Google Search SGE how you felt about the answer. So let's try again. What is some great family activities when visiting New Orleans? And as you see, we have the regular ones here, little information about New Orleans and top sites in New Orleans and all the different websites. But from the SGE, we get this part. Here are some family-friendly activities in New Orleans. And you can show more. And you have a couple of websites on the site. Let's ask a follow-up question. Does these places fit a 3-year-old? And the AI is thinking about it. And it says, yes, the French Quarter in New Orleans is kid-friendly. However, Bourbon Street is adults only. The French Quarter is safe at night in the busiest parts, but you should still keep a firm grasp on your valuables. Is New Orleans fun for toddlers? And here we have suggestions of places to go with toddlers. That was another of the many AI functions that Google has started to implement. I will continue this series, and in my next episode, I will take a look at what they have implemented for Google Docs. So if that is something that interests you, make sure that you hit the little subscribe button and the bell so you get notified on when I upload. Until next time, bye!